Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mixstar, and this is my list of another 10 animes that I think should get another season. So yeah, before I start, I would like to say, from my first list I made, 6 of the 10 that I mentioned did get another season, which I can't believe how almost fully spot on I was. Even though at the time when I made it, there was one of them already confirmed, but besides the point. But with this other 10, there might be another one among them that is already said to have already confirmed to have another season, but at the time when I first made this list, there wasn't. So, yeah, here we go. So, and this is in no particular order, because, well, I just couldn't think of an order anyway. I just put in a top 10 order and all that, in which ones I want more, but besides the point. Let's move on. Number 10. The Chivalrous of a Failed Knight. This is, well, you could kind of say this is kind of obvious, because the whole premise of this was for main guy. Yeah, you can't actually see the cursor, but yeah, the guy down at the bottom, him graduating from Magic Knight Academy, or whatever it is. But the season that we've got is only the preliminaries to find out who qualifies. The actual tournament hasn't happened yet. So, yeah, do that. Make the actual tournament, have him win, or if it's a team, then is it a team or singles? If it's singles, yeah, he's going to win. If it's a team, he's going to be on the team that wins. So, either way, have him do that so he can graduate, and yeah, that will end that. Okay, second one. Maria the Virgin Witch. Okay, I have sort of mentioned this about before, but okay, with this one, I do not see it having another season. But I do think it's missing one thing before it is actually finished. Which was all it had to do was on the last episode, the last frame, be in a future picture of her pregnant with Ezekiel already born. Well, basically standing next to her sitting on the chair, and her husband next to her. Basically, that's all they needed. But because they didn't, it has to have one special episode to have that. So yeah, this all defeats the point of another season, but seriously, that's the only thing that this is missing. That one scene, or basically because they haven't done that, have a special episode of her also living her life as a normal human without magic. Because the god stripped it of her as soon as basically she's not when she loses her virginity. So yeah, basically that. Okay, next one. Bodacious Space Pirates. It's clearly obvious, because when you watch it, you have the whole pirate school life going on. Yes, in season 2, yes, she'll be a third year. Yes, she'll be leading the yacht, be the president of the yacht club, and also she's gonna go to the Galactic Federation, wherever they are. She's gonna become an actual pirate endorsed by them, or basically recognized by them at the end, so she doesn't need the letter of marque. Or basically it's gonna have, or the next season will have to do with the letter of marque being abolished and pirates can just be pirates. Either way, she's gonna become a full pirate at the end of this, either being being recognized by the Galactic Federation, or the letter of marque is completely abolished and pirates can just do whatever the hell they want. So, yeah, moving on. Farming life in another world. This is one of the animes that I have, sort of praised, because it doesn't follow the manga page for page. Because, technically in the anime they've only set it up to bring in more villages for the Great Tree Village. But in the manga, 6 children have been born and another one on the way. Because we all know Lou or Rin or whatever her name, Lou or Rue, whatever. She's pregnant, as we know from the anime. Tia is also pregnant from the manga. Anna, the head maid, is also pregnant. 3 other maids, no, not 3 other maids. 3 other elves are all pregnant. Have been pregnant. Basically have a child. And then Hakurin is basically, we found out that Hakurin's pregnant too. She's with child. So yeah, 6 of them that wasn't in the manga. No, that wasn't in the anime. Which they could, but then again, with scenes that they've done in the anime, basically at those points, those children would have been born, but they could kind of do it a different way. Plus also bringing in the other villagers. With the other villages, village 1, 2 and 3, what they have. They could work on those. So, yeah, that's another scenario for this. Now we have Ah My Goddess. Basically, if you watch it, it sets up season 3 perfectly. That Belldandy is going to go with Keiichi to his hometown to meet his parents. And yes, by that logic, that Erd and Scold are going to tag along too somehow. Or basically they're going to leave without them and then they're going to show up and some sort of chaos is going to ensue. But yeah, they've set it up, but they haven't actually done anything with it yet. So that's for another season, which can happen. Next one, No Game No Life. This is kind of obvious because, we've got No Name here, which are uniting all the races, all 12 races, which basically you can also get their race piece, which is a chess piece, and basically at the end, Blank is gonna go up against God again. Tet, or whatever his name is, play him in a rematch of chess. That's gonna happen. That's gonna be the next season. Or basically it's still gonna build up and put it over two more seasons. But either way, he's gotta get to actually facing Ted in that rematch of chess. I can't actually remember. When Ted first challenged him, did he win or did he lose? I can't remember. Either way, it's going to end in the chess game, and obviously No Name is going to win, so yeah. That's something for another season or multiple seasons, because there are 12 races. Putting them all in 12 episodes is going to be really packing it in there, so it's not going to work. You have to spread it over at least 2 more. Possibly more, but still. Alright, next one. Reborn as a vending machine, and now I walk the dungeon. Wanderlust Dungeon. Yeah, they talked about beating the floor bosses and get the token, which basically when you get to, is it the actual bottom of the dungeon or somewhere in between? Then when you cash these in, you get a wish granted. Well, yes, we all know that he's probably not gonna ask to be wished back to being a human, but we still would like to go down, get to the end of this, when the wish can be granted, and find out what he wants to wish for. I don't know, it could be something, but it's still up in the air, because technically couldn't he use some of his points in that for telepathy, but he hasn't actually done that yet. He's just using his simple phrases that he can already use. So yeah, that would be fun to find out what he will actually wish for with his token at the very end. So yeah, moving on. Resurrected as a sword. I actually thought this was actually going to happen more sooner. Well, not sooner. Well, yeah, but still. We've got Fran, all kitted out, strong and all that, and she's just been allowed access to go to another dungeon, which is a lot further away from where she's actually living right now. So, yeah, basically that whole dungeon adventure, that new dungeon. And we can also see what kind of powers the sword is going to get. Well, Teacher's going to get from destroying the crystals, the monster cores and all that. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Finding out what she has to deal with in the next dungeon and seeing what powers he gets. But in the end, it will end, well, after she becomes the first black cat to ever evolve. That's it. That's what the whole anime was actually building up to. So, yeah. Moving on. Rosaria plus Vampire. Yeah. I think there's still more in this to go. Well, obviously because the manga, and again, the anime and the manga go their separate ways with this, because the manga has basically, we find out about another human that came to the monster school and actually befriended another monster, and yeah, some stuff that happened with him, we find out more about that. But with the anime, we got Tsukune going to Maka's father and getting another rosary because she had to use hers to save the school barrier from being broken. So, yeah, could do something with that, or basically could just do something with the fact that with all the blood that Tsukune's been getting from Maka, as like in the manga, Tsukune is becoming a ghoul. Work on that a bit. Really, it would work, because the manga did it. So basically them having to live with it, but it has to like fully take over him at least once, so he knows that he has to like work on it and start going through a certain training regiment or something. And he also gets another sealing device like what Mocha's got anyway, to help keep his ghoul powers in check. So that is something that could work. And my last one is the world's finest assassin reborn as an aristocrat. It's set this off good, because at the very first episode, that like assassination mission that was going on has not actually happened in the anime yet. So we've still got that to work up to. And as well, killing the hero at the end. So basically got to have a few years, hero's got to save the world, and then the what's his name again? The Luke, Master Luke. Yeah. After a few years, he's got to then kill the hero to save it. But then again, you also with that kind of weird, sort of like sinister smile, was it, that the goddess had at the very end of the last episode. You kind of think there's something might be there, like, or unless she's trying to destroy the world or something, but I don't know, but we could actually get more on that. But yeah, he's got to grow up the next few years, kill the hero, and save it, and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's my second lot of 10 animes that I think should get another season. Well, apart from one, it just needs a special episode, but I still counted it in with all this. So yeah, I hope you liked it and enjoyed it, and my thoughts on the matter of how to make another season if they go with that. You know, I don't think when I first did it, my thoughts kind of went into the new season anyway, but it was an idea anyway, but they still took it a different way. But yeah, okay, so as I said, that's going to be it. I'm going to end it here. So if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, bell for notifications, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.